Good afternoon. Wow, it's a full house. This is nice. You guys having a good time? Great. Natalia Tena, please. Ta-da!
Hi guys.
Hey,
Hello. This man is amazing. He's awesome.
thank you.
Wow,
Thank you.
there's so many of you. Hello. Are you okay?
Funny, you know, I was talking to her in the green room yesterday, and she was so psyched about Vienna. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And she wanted to go to Spittelberg and get some presents for her dad.
Yeah. I love Vienna. I love it. I love Austria. I've got 2 dindles. My best friends are from Salzburg, so I've been to the mountains and like gone and drunk monk beer, like made by monks. And my favorite sausage in the world is Käsekreiner. Like it is. I love it so much.
Yeah, because it was really exciting where you lit up when we were talking about Vienna yesterday. You were just like, whoa, how do you get there? How do I do this? It was just great.
I want to see everything.
See, today you get the opportunity to go to Spittelberg.
Yeah, my best friends are coming now. With my boyfriend, we're going to go off to the market, get some presents, Christmas presents, and then I want to eat some amazing food somewhere. I think they've booked a restaurant somewhere, so I just think it's such good food here, you know, like.
I think in Vienna you could never go wrong.
Yeah.
Wherever you just get in, walk into any Viennese restaurant or cafe, you're gonna get.
And the wines as well, like you know, I'm Spanish, and in Spain we have fantastic wine, but I never think of Austria when you think of red wine, but actually, it's like the whites and reds here are fantastic as well. So
Nice.
it's a good evening.
What are you gonna get for your dad?
My dad's got a real sweet tooth, so just a lot of sweet shit. I don't know, like maybe, I don't know, something saying baba, you know those big like cookies or like the weird things, some sort of gingerbread thing.
The
Wow,
heart?
your camera is amazing, this guy. And yours.
There you go, 2 of them. Huh?
Oh, you can have a camera off.
Now, you are, you're very young, and
I'm not dead.
you know, and no, that you're definitely not. Definitely not dead. And I could say you've probably been in one of the most successful movie franchises in the history of movies. Harry Potter. And yeah, you got Harry Potter fans up in here. Give it up.
Wow.
And you played Tena Tonks. And on top of that, you also play in Game of Thrones. Fans.
You guys are all crazy, I love it.
The wildling Osha.
Yeah.
Why? I've always found it funny when the gentleman ends up being, I think he ends up being your husband in Harry Potter. He calls you Nymphadora, and Nymphadora says, "Don't call me. Why doesn't she want to be called?"
I don't know, I think I had something similar when I was growing up, when I was an adolescent. No one called me Natalia. Like when I did that scene, I thought, I've got to remember what it was like, because I hated it so much. I was like, I'm not Natalia. My name is Nat.
Nat.
That's it. And I got very angry. And I think it's because I rejected being a woman for a long time. Because, it is an unfair world. Men have so much more opportunities and freedom, and I didn't want to be locked into being a woman. And now I'm like, no, I'm proud to be a woman. I'm going to try and change shit. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
definitely. But then I was like, and so when the Nymphadora thing happened, I was like, maybe that's it. She wants to be Tonks because it's that kind of asexual name.
Right, and then she got to be tough.
It's not about sex. It's about an identity.
The positioning.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I think I was like, okay, think of that, remember that, okay.
It was really strange because when you say that in the movie, and I say that she means it.
Yeah. She will kill him. She's ready.
She's ready to kill him. Could you? I'm sure we have very well informed public and audience of Harry Potter. Could you just tell us a little bit about it, please?
About the character?
Yeah, your Nymphadora.
So she is a Hufflepuff. And a Hufflepuff.
Okay.
That's the house. I don't really... The thing is, though, Hufflepuffs are the badgers, right? And they're very patient and loyal. She doesn't seem patient.
No, she don't.
At all. Like, I don't think...
But I guess some people go against the grain.
Yeah. She was just accidentally Hufflepuff, but she doesn't... And, I mean, as a character, she's naughty and fun, and I think she loves adventure, and she's very maternal. You know, she seems tough, but actually she's the kind of person that will kill anyone that hurts Harry, you know. She's that, which is very similar to Osha as well. I seem to get that a lot.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And I had a role recently as well for refugees, and I played the mum as well that also has that kind of lioness quality. I'm like, I will kill anyone that touches this
Don't
person.
mess with my cubs, kind of.
Yeah. So it's interesting that I get cast these things. I don't know, directors must see something there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And we're just looking at you and go, okay, she's a tigress.
Yeah, underneath.
So I actually I read a couple of the Harry Potter, actually the first two, and I just stopped reading them, and then I went into the movies. I was just watching the movies, and I thought, wow, that's pretty good. Now I'm back to reading the books.
Yeah, the books are fantastic.
Yeah, because I just got addicted to them. I mean, really. The storylines are brilliant. The characters are really incredible. The world they create is amazing. It must have been incredible for you because, I mean, you had done a few films before. You're pretty prolific. You got a lot of work. But how did it feel for you? When your agent or your manager says, oh, we got the Harry Potter people, they want to meet you for casting.
Yeah, I mean, when they asked me about meeting for me, I didn't know anything about Harry Potter. I knew it was there, but I didn't know what it was. I thought Voldemort was a country, so I didn't. When I got the audition, I was like, I did such a bad audition. It was so bad. And
no, come on.
Yeah. But I rang my agent. I was like, that was awful, because the thing is, I wasn't concentrating. I mean, I was concentrating, but I was doing a play in the north of England.
Okay.
And I had to come down on the train, do the audition, and get back before the play started. So in my mind, I was like, I wasn't thinking about the audition. I was like, I've got to get back. I was really nervous about missing the play. So I did it really badly. I didn't know anything about Harry Potter. I didn't know anything about what my character was saying, because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand the world. And I left, and I rang my agent. I was like, it was so bad. It was so bad. And she rang me back and was like, you were right. It was terrible. And I was like, I told you. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, the director thinks that he sees you as Nymphadora. So he gave me one more chance, and he said,
beautiful.
Read all the books. And I had a week, and I'm a very fast reader, like I told you. So I read them all immediately, and I was addicted. I was like sitting
She's
there.
a very fast reader.
Like chocolate and Harry Potter, and that was my life for a week. and it was, and then I went in, and he was like, I'll give you a 3-hour audition. Because he's like, I feel like it's you. I might be wrong, but I feel it's you. And because I'd read the books in 15 minutes, he was like, that's it! And so we filmed it, and then the producer said, yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, so it was...
So you had to come back from the north?
Yeah, but I still didn't realize how massive it was till I went to the first premiere. And then I was like, oh my God, like you step out of the car, and it's like, ah! And I was like, jeez.
Wow.
It was really, all the cameras, you feel like you're going to have epilepsy any moment. It's like, it's a whole different universe,
So you got these iconic roles. And Osha?
Yeah, Osha is you get a bit of a backstory in season 3, because she's had the love of her life she's had to kill.
Yes.
Which must have been traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
But she's, again, very strong, doesn't want to show any weakness. She's a survivor. She's a resourceful survivor.
It's incredible how she keeps us together.
Yeah, she always, she always thinks she can find a way out and survive, and I like that about her. But again, she's got a heart of gold. She does learn to love these kids a lot, and she will protect them till the end.
Now, there's 2 projects which are totally different. I mean, they're all in world of fantasy or imagination or what was it like working on these two different worlds, two different projects? I mean, what was it like for you on Harry Potter?
Yeah.
And then you can tell us a little bit about it.
So Harry Potter was, it was great because I kind of came in after it already started. And like I said, I wasn't I mean, I was nervous, but I wasn't nervous because I still didn't really know what I was getting into. But when I went there, the sets are like half your work is done for you because, you know, half, you know, your imaginative powers, you know, you don't need because everything is there. Like the whole set is amazing. The costume is amazing. It's just beautiful. You are immersed already, you know. So that was pretty great. And the kids, you know, the thing is, I find with every job that you do, whoever is the director or the leading star, it trickles, the essence of who they are trickles down to everything, you know, like their vibe.
It's passed on the whole cast and crew.
And because the kids are so amazing, and they're lovely children, and they're young, it's like, there's a youthful playfulness on set, it's lovely, it's like a good vibe, you know?
Right. Cool. You seem pretty playful yourself. So
most of the time. Sometimes it can switch. And I'm like,
okay.
Yeah.
And Osha? On Great Game of Thrones?
So Game of Thrones is...
Where did you shoot the Game?
Belfast.
It was in Belfast.
I never get the hot countries. I'm always cold. So that was hard because we're outside and it's raining and it's freezing. And the costumes are very true to the era. So it's not hot. My shoes are like these kind of crap leather shoes because that's what she would wear. But it's like, oh my God, it's freezing. But in a way, the kind of being away from your friends and family, I love being on location because you bond with the cast and crew much more because you're away from home. It's cool.
That's cool. And you're Spanish, right? Half Spanish, or
my dad's,
both your parents are from
no,
Spain?
both my parents Spanish, but my dad's Basque from the north and my mum's Extremadura from the south.
Yeah.
So it's a mix.
And you were born in England?
Yeah, London.
In London. You were Londoner.
Yeah.
There is actually a big Spanish community in London.
Yeah, massive. In West London, so when my parents first moved there, Portobello Road, Notting Hill, were the shit areas. Like only the West, like it was a West Indian community, Portuguese, and Spanish.
Spanish.
That's it.
That was
no one really went there.
I used to live on Portobello.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just, no one wanted to go there, but my parents loved it. My mum was like, I reckon this place in like 20 years is gonna be rich. And they started like buying like crap flats. My dad's a carpenter, so they do them up. And now it's like the poshest place to live. It's so weird how that changes, you know? So it's kind of strange because I feel like I'm in between two cultures. You know, I go to Spain, I feel very English. And I'm in England and feel very Spanish.
Interesting.
It happens. It's nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm European. I'm probably European.
Totally. You are the package, the complete package.
Yeah.
And your literature, considering you're doing a lot of you're pretty much, I mean, this is a big project you've done so far. You probably do bigger, I'm sure you will. Is that your literature? Is it based on your literature because of fantasy stories? Do you read a lot of fantasy?
I love fantasy. Yeah, I collect comic books. I live on a boat, so there's not much space. But the thing I do keep on the boat is my comics. So for me, it's a really big thing. Recently I've just read an amazing comic called Suffragitsu. Yeah, ninja suffragettes.
Whoa.
Awesome. It's it's set in the Victorian era, so it's great. I love Preacher. Preacher's great. Transmetropolitan, Hellboy. I love them. It's a great world.
Not just being a great actor, you're also a musician.
Yeah.
She plays the accordion in her band, and your band is called?
Molotov Jukebox. That's amazing. Some of you guys like it. Yes.
And you also have a single that you released with Ona Chaplin.
No, Una is she was in our video.
She was in video.
So basically, I did a song called Neon Lights that is about London if it was a woman. There's an amazing writer called Ben Aronovich, which is also fantasy.
Okay.
His book is a mixture between Harry Potter and Terry Pratchett. And it's incredible, and there's this character that is the River Thames, and basically he makes part of London be human, and the River Thames is this Nigerian woman goddess.
Nice.
And I was like, you know what? I want to write, because I've been wanting to write a song about London, but it's very hard. And I was like, let's write a song about London as if she's a woman. And then I realized, because London is a mix of so many cultures, and so when we were going to do the video, I was like, what woman for me kind of represents all of that. And I thought Una. Because, you know, she's a bit dark. She could be from anywhere.
Yeah.
She, you know, she's exotic. I don't know, she's an actor, so she
an actress.
has so many different personalities. And I was like, that's London. She's going to be our woman for this video.
You worked together on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I met her on Game of Thrones.
Oh.
And the moment I met her, I was like, yes, you're my wife. There was an immediate love. She's such an incredible human.
Great.
Yeah.
And you guys only do gigs with your band in England, or are you planning anything in Austria and Vienna?
I really want to come back. We played in Salzburg once, and that was a great show. It was during the summer. I want to come back in Vienna. So our next album, Tropical Gypsy, comes out on the 1st of April, and we do our UK tour on the 19th, and then hopefully we can come to Europe. And we can come to Vienna and eat Käsekreiner and make you dance.
I'm coming. I'm definitely coming.
Yes. Yes, dude.
And you sing, and you're the lead singer and the accordion player.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
And like it's, I mean, most of the band, all of us write the music, but it's generally me and Adam and Sam that write the lyrics.
Okay. What happened to Osha on Game of Thrones?
I think she's gone on holiday.
She's on vacation.
Do you know what I mean? No,
Somewhere sunny?
No, definitely. Please, can you, to the producer, she has gone to Croatia, she is on a beach with a pina colada. Thank you. P.S., we miss you. You know what I mean? I think she's maybe teaching Rick on how to be like a warrior. Maybe. You know, like really strong, you know, come back and kill everyone.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
While on holiday.
Okay,
Please.
while on vacation.
Yeah.
So we will probably see her
Maybe.
again.
Or maybe she dies and we never, you know, someone sends a crow and it's like she's dead. I don't know, like you don't know.
Or maybe she just got married and
Or
ran
she got
away.
married. Maybe, you know, when Rickon
Eloped.
grows up and it's like, you know, my younger man. I don't know. It could be anything. You never know with George what he's going to do.
It's true. It is. So you read the Game of Thrones
Yeah,
book?
all of them. So I started the series and I started reading it while I was doing the first season, and then Molotov Jukebox went to Brazil, and in my accordion case I took one dress and then I rammed all the books in the case, and that was it. So I was on this beach just like, no, just reading all of them. There was like a beautiful sunset. I was like, no, I'm reading about incest and death. I mean, dragons. So yeah, I love them. I can't wait for the next one.
How many are there?
I've read all of them, so I've got up to, so there's 6 books, but there's 5 volumes. So I read all those, and I can't wait for the next one.
Okay. So we might see her in the next season. I'm not gonna get you into trouble with that one. Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Okay.
Hopefully I'll be queen. That would be the best. Oh, she's a queen, surely.
She takes the throne.
Yeah,
The
eventually.
Iron Throne.
Yeah, it'd be great. No one would see that.
That would be great. Nobody sees that one coming, right?
Absolutely
That'd be
not.
like that would be like Game of Thrones ski. You know, they do that. You know,
What's she doing?
they got this.
Doesn't matter.
curveball.
George written it. It's fine. It works. Yeah.
I'll open up to the audience in a
Yeah,
minute.
guys, please ask anything.
Yeah, it's
I'm
an
here
awesome
for you.
audience.
So
You know, you got a
no
great
one's going to
audience.
say anything now. Maybe? Any questions?
No.
Oh, you've got some.
Could you tell us a little bit about what you're working on at the moment? What's coming?
Yeah, so at the moment, what I'm doing is I've recently been doing promotion for this film called Super Bob that I've done, which is like, okay, you know there's all these like superhero movies at the moment that are like American superheroes, and they're all really sexy and confident and I've been in a film called Super Bob, which is about what the superhero would be like if he was British. So he'd be shit at parties and really awkward and just a really good person, but just a bit shy and shit at that kind of social stuff. So I'm in that, and I've been doing promotion for that, and I've just finished the vocals for Tropical Gypsy last week for the album. So it's
So
it's gonna be
February the
mixed.
the album drops. When? Do you know exactly when?
When the album's out?
Yeah.
On the 1st of April.
1st
and so
of
I
April.
get back now and I do a photo shoot and then we go on tour, in the UK tour before Christmas.
Great. Well, you guys know the drill. Amazing. Okay. Thanks, Mary. We're going to open up to their audience and...
Hello?
Right.
I'm Upper Austria, and I have told you, but I really love your hat. And
I love it as well. It's like my comfort blanket.
I wanted to know what your Patronus would be.
My what?
Patronus?
My thrones?
Patronus?
Oh, my Patronus. My Patronus, sorry. My Patronus. Is it an otter? I love otters. Yes.
Thank you.
They're like sea cats. Hello again.
Don't you just love that?
Yeah, I know, she came earlier. Thank
It's
you for
brilliant. I
coming.
mean, it's like
You look
the
beautiful.
TARDIS.
Thank you so much. I'm Andrea from Linz, I told you already. So, as a metaphor, you said London as a woman. What makes London like really special? So you look at London and you think that's the girl I want to marry.
What's it? Why do I love London?
Yeah.
Why? London?
What's the one thing that's just perfect?
About the city. What's perfect about London City?
It might also be something really crazy. You think, wow, that's so strange. You need to get there.
Okay, what's great about London? I mean, I love the canals. Like, I live on a boat there, so for me, I think what's really special is the canals we have in London. I'd say, it's like you see another side to the city.
Yeah, that's a good answer in there. Thank you.
The canals,
Yeah.
the markets like Camden or
Yeah, no, I like Borough Market
a Borough Market. That's
because
it.
it's like great food, the best. Hello, you look awesome as well.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Helena. I'm from Vienna, and my question for you is if you would like to have Tonks' abilities, like to change your...
Definitely. That would make makeup so much easier. I wouldn't have to sit in the makeup chair. It's like, what are you thinking? Done. And I wouldn't have to get up early. You know what I mean? Because for makeup, you have to get up usually like 2 hours early, especially as a girl. This is why I loved being Osher.
I can see.
They
it's
just
clear.
make you dirty, and it's
You
like
love being Osher.
yeah, half-hour call early, like the boys. You're early. Whereas sometimes, like with Tonks, it was like a long time.
Yeah.
So I'd love to have her ability to just go done.
Same way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kasia. I'm from Poland.
Hello.
I would like to ask you if there is any other movie franchise or TV series in which you would like to star.
I would love. I don't know if you guys have read this book. It's by Hugh Howey, and it's called Wool, and it's absolutely incredible. It's a trilogy, and it's really good. And if I could play Juliet, this character in the book, I would die happy. If they made it in a film, that's it. I'm done. It's incredible. I
it's called
recommend
Wool?
all of you read it. It's like Hunger Games for adults, like proper adults. It's great. Not the Hunger Games. No, not the Hunger Games is shit. It's really good. I recently just rewatched all the Hunger Games with my boyfriend again last week. So I do love Hunger Games, but it is really good.
Hello, my name is Julia and I'm from Vienna. And my question is, what was the most emotional moment for you in Harry Potter?
Most emotional. I don't know. That's quite a tricky question. What emotion? Maybe. For me, emotional, happy emotion was being on the broom. I laughed. No, in fact, maybe one of the most emotional things was when I first went on set, ever, and I didn't know what was going on. And it was my first day, and I walked in, and they asked me to plaster cast my ass, and I was like,
What
"What's going on?" And like my face as well, and I was like, "Okay." And it was for the broomstick. So maybe that because I was so overwhelmed with being on set, and then they asked me to do that. I was like, "What's going on?" So maybe that was my most emotional moment.
Hi, I'm Janine from Vienna, huge Harry Potter fan, and Tonks is one of my favorite characters.
Thank you.
So I suffered accordingly when I read the last book, and I wanted to ask you, what was it like for you to find out about the ending of your character, and did it influence the way you approached the role, maybe in comparison to how you approached the role of Osha, where the ending is still very much open?
Well, it was fine finding out I died because it was the end, and that kind of war needs casualties. So I was happy to be a casualty. I wish I'd had more of a death scene, like really horrible, dying slowly. Would have been nice. I would have liked that.
A
But
slow
other
death.
than that, I was happy. I loved reading that last book. In fact, when I read it, I remember I was meant to go see a friend of mine's play that night. And I just got the book, and I lied. I just said, I've got to stay in and work. And I felt really bad, but I couldn't leave the book.
You couldn't leave the
I
book?
couldn't go out. I couldn't sit in a play for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to concentrate. I was like, what's happening? What's happening?
Think about my book.
Yeah. So it was good. Hello again.
Hi, I'm Tonks. Oh wait, Monica.
You look great. Thank you.
Question. Have you ever thought about musicals? Theater? Do you like being in theater?
I've done music in plays, so I've done a theatre that uses a lot of music, but I'm not sure about musicals. I don't know. I've worked with companies like Knee High, who are amazing. Like that's where I picked up the accordion. I learned to trapeze with them, and they use it, but it's not quite musical. I don't know, maybe, I don't know if my voice, like for musicals, they really get proper singers. Do you know what I mean? Like, actually trained people. I'm not trained, I'm just singing. So maybe they wouldn't give me a job.
I think
Do you know, I don't think they, I really don't.
I could have a good job.
Like, they might. If they did, maybe I would. Who knows? Thank you. Hello, cat lady.
I'm Bella. I'm from Lower Austria. I asked Jessica and Finn like yesterday the exact same question. I'm just so curious. So you're quite a fangirl yourself, I guess. So
Of what?
A fangirl.
Fangirl, yeah?
Yeah. So I guess you know Tumblr. Have you ever read fan fictions involving either?
No, I don't read anything like that. Sorry, I don't really read anything on the internet, really.
Okay.
Like, I read the news because someone said I should. And I understand email and Twitter recently, so I'm not on the internet, really. So I'm sorry, I'm sure there's incredible fan work.
Yeah. Kind of. Maybe you should.
No? No?
It's awesome.
Why is everyone clapping? I feel like everyone knows something I don't.
Yeah, you might not want to read it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it might change, you know. Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Maybe not fan fiction about yourself, maybe about
Someone else. Yeah, maybe that's the best, right? Thank you. Thank you. So cool.
Hi, I'm Nikki, and I don't know if you know it, but we actually have a Muggle Quidditch team here in Vienna.
Ah.
And I'm a beta at the team, and we are the Vienna Vanguards. And yeah, it's really amazing. And I wanted to ask you if you would be up for trying Muggle Quidditch once.
Quidditch?
Quidditch, yeah. We have a lot of teams.
I mean, I'm a bit shit at sport. I'm not gonna lie. I like running. Is it violent in any way?
It's running. You have a broomstick between your legs, and we have the waffles.
Do I get to fly?
No, unfortunately not.
Do I get a prize at the end? Like
Yes.
chocolate or alcohol?
Well, yeah, we drink a lot. Yeah, we've actually been to the European Quidditch Cup in Oxford last year, and we've
A
been
cup? I don't want a cup.
No, we've got a lot of chocolate and we've got a lot of wine. It's a lot of drinking. You have to drink a lot when you want to survive in a Quidditch community.
Okay.
So it would be nice if you ever want to try it out. There's a lot of teams in London as well.
When is it?
Or if you want to come, we're going to have a training.
Okay.
for you.
Well, maybe next time I come to a convention, I'll do it here in Vienna.
Yeah, it would be great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. What team are you in? What's your?
Vienna Vanguards.
Yeah, but what's your house?
We don't have officially a house, but I'm a Ravenclaw.
Okay.
So
It's a good house. I like it.
Cool
Everyone's like Gryffindor now.
no.
Nah, Gryffindor, no.
I'm more for studying. So
Okay.
thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.
Cool. Hello again.
Hey, I'm Rafi from Austria, and my question is, first of all, you're amazing, and I really love you. Just had to say that. And my question is, who was your favorite character from Harry Potter, and are you still in touch with some of the actors?
My favorite character in Harry Potter is I always say this. I love Emma Thompson's character in it. What's her name? That one. She's amazing. I think she's one of my favorite actresses in the world anyway, so I think that's why she brings it really to life. The thing is, I could have kept in touch with a lot of them, but I lose and break a lot of phones. I really don't. Look, I'm gonna show you. Look at the state of my fucking phone. I mean, this is 3 months old, and this is amazing. So, and I live on the canal, so I lose loads of contacts all the time. But I love David Thewlis, and he recently invited me to see one of his short films. So David Thewlis is a cool human, definitely. And also at conventions, you get to, re-see people again. So usually then.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So hello.
Hello.
My question is kind of simple compared to the others, but
Which what? Sorry.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It's like about Newt Scamander. It's set before Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah, that'd be amazing.
What is-
I don't think I knew about it, but it's so.
Now
It's
you know,
What-
now you know.
they're filming it soon. It's a film?
What is it called?
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Oh, awesome.
I don't know if
All right.
No, I didn't know about it, but that sounds great. I'd watch it.
it's just me or something.
I'm definitely going to go to the cinema and see that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Nat.
Hello again.
A few hours ago. First, I want to say I love you, although I'm not a lesbian.
Thank
But I could. No, it doesn't matter. But I enjoy listening to you. I could listen to you for hours. May I ask you two questions?
Yes, of course.
Okay, the first one is because you're Spanish or your parents are Spanish. Do you also sing in Spanish?
Do I what?
Sing in
Sing
Spanish.
Yes, yeah. Some of us, like in the songs, there's like interspersed bits of Spanish. Occasionally, when I feel like it should be in that language.
Thank you. And the second one is, I mean, it's not about Harry Potter, but who would you want to sit on the throne?
Who do I
In
want?
the end,
Who would I want to what?
sit on the throne.
Oh, me and me. Me. I mean, other than me, which would be great. Brienne. I'd like Brienne to sit on the throne. Why not? Hello.
Hello, I'm Anna Maria. I'm from Bulgaria, and I was wondering if you've ever wanted really to play a role but didn't get the part.
Yeah, all the time. What are you talking about? That's my life, like most of the time. Like you usually get loads of incredible audition pieces and you prepare them really well and you get really excited and you don't get them. That's kind of your life as an actor, really. Like it happens. You have to learn how to deal with it, like the rejection, which is great because I've got bands, so I can just go and play a gig. And you kind of get rid of that kind of sadness.
Felt really bad about like, the part.
No, because you forget them. Like what I do, like, it's like a defense mechanism. So I do the audition, and then I just forget. And then I might occasionally, you just have to put it away. Do you know what I mean? Because if you think about it too much, you get too sad every time.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Hello?
My name is Stephanie. I'm from Vienna, and my question is, if you could play any other role in Harry Potter, who would you like to be?
I would have loved to have been Bellatrix. Because she's... But then again, like Helena Bonham Carter did, she's an incredible, one of my favorite actresses as well, so she did it just right. I mean, I wouldn't want to take her job, really. I think she did it perfectly.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm from Vienna. It's not really a Harry Potter question.
It
but
doesn't matter anything.
You mentioned that you were doing a play back in the years, and I thought you plan on doing another play or anything?
A what, a play?
A play, yeah. I'm just a big theatre fan, so.
Oh, what, like me going back to theatre, you mean?
Yeah.
The thing is, you can do film and theatre if you take breaks, but you can't do film, theatre, and band. You have to kind of pick. Do you know what I mean? At the moment, because I'm doing the band stuff, it's like I can't do all three. There just wouldn't be time.
Okay, yeah.
But hopefully, one day again, I would like to do it because I kind of feel like I've forgotten how to do it. Do you know what I mean? It's been so long that I'm like, oh, maybe I'd be shit.
When was the last time you did play?
The last time I did it was when I did Othello with the RSC. That was like 6-7 years ago.
Okay.
So it's like, would I still? I don't know. Maybe I'd get terrified. and I
Get the
wouldn't be able
bug again, and then you get to do it
to-
again.
Yeah. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
It's like riding a bike, right?
A very dodgy bike that's maybe broken.
Hello, I'm the doctor, as you can see,
Yep. Awesome.
from Gallifrey.
Yes.
And my question is about Harry Potter. What do you think would Tonks say to her almost adult son Teddy?
Say it again. Sorry.
To her, what Tonks would say to her son if she ever had the chance to meet
To her family, to Teddy, she would probably say, be nice. Just generally to people. Be careful around full moon because your dad, basically your dad, is a werewolf. Yeah, be nice, considerate, and learn your spells. Do your homework.
Do your homework.
Do your fucking homework.
Do the legwork.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love the costumes.
Hi, I'm Alicia, and I've got a question about. You said before that you did not want to be called Natalia because you felt that a woman's world is so difficult. So I felt, especially in the acting industry, it's rather sexualized as well. Do you feel like it has gotten better, or is it just your personal growth that has made it easier for you to deal with that?
I think it has got a bit better, but it's still, I mean, it's still shit. No, because like, for example, I now, when as a woman, you always get roles that are always a bit older than you. So in the thing, it'll say a 35-year-old, and it's like, why are you casting me? I'm 31. Do you know what I mean? It's like always from the beginning, and it's like so we are basically having to present a fake illusion of age constantly to the world, and women, you know, it's like you're judged much more on the way you look rather than substance, whereas for men it's not the same. And also, if you look at any poster, every single poster you see, there's one woman, one token woman that has to be beautiful and fit, and everyone else is men around. Do you know what I mean? It's like, so it's like it's just much harder to be that role, and there's more roles for men. So I think there's still a long road to go. There needs to be more female writers writing stories about women, basically.
Yeah, so I gotta say, all the women here, you always play very strong women, and I think that's a very great thing to do because it shows the world that a woman doesn't always have to be pretty and nice and sexy, but you're
Hello, hello.
wonderful and strong, and that's a really good thing to do.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, get some ovaries. Ovaries are strong.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, my name is Esther, and I'm a massive Game of Thrones fan. And so I have to ask you, what do you think about the season final of season 5?
The end of season 5?
Yes.
What happened again in season 5?
Spoiler: Jon Snow dies.
Who dies? Oh, he dies. Yeah. Oh, he dies. Of course he does. But everyone dies. It's fine. All men must die. Ah, there you go. Well, you know what I love most about season 5 actually is the Sand Sisters. So, I mean, I like the introduction of that, really. I mean, Jon Snow dying is like, I mean, that's what I mean. He's had a good run.
Oh, yeah.
He's done really. But I mean, I like the new characters. I love the Sand Sisters. And recently I met, I mean, Jessica's here, but I recently met Keisha as well. You know, she's awesome. So I'm quite excited to see their development, like where their family goes.
Is it Nymeria, the Sands, with Jessica? Or?
Yeah. It's a great, I don't know, I kind of like that world. I think I'd be part of that world. That would be my family. Hot, somewhere nice and warm. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alexander. I'm from South Africa.
Hello.
This is a question from actor to actor.
Okay.
What got you into this business? What is your motivation to keep on doing what you do and presenting such wonderful roles that you have done?
My motivation. I mean, I got into it because, I mean, I went to a very artistic school called Beadles, and they had an incredible theatre, and I loved theatre, but I didn't think it was a real job that I could actually do, like me. Like, I was like, I'm not going to be an actor. And, you know, I never went up for the pretty roles. I always went for, like, supporting crazy granny or whatever role. But it's because I smoked, so I got caught smoking, and my teacher decided to not tell on me and sent me to the drama department where they were having the auditions for the little boy and About Boy. And I thought I was being sent to babysit loads of children, and I was like, what the fuck is this? But it wasn't. It was an audition, and I just did it. So it was pure chance that I got into it, really. And I keep doing it because, and it's the same with music, really. Like, sometimes you have this kind of demon of self-doubt, and you're like, I'm just gonna, at one point when I lived in Brighton, I was like, I'm gonna give everything up, and I'm gonna learn to be a midwife, because doing something that's useful, you know, that you can see the rewards, and it's like you learn, really, you do the work, and then you have a degree, and then you can use it, whereas with an actor, you know, you can get as many degrees as you want and do loads of jobs, and then you still might be unemployed for 5 years, and it's like, so I don't really have any advice. I mean, we're all in the same boat.
Advice, I just wanted to see your point.
Yeah, well, that's
all of us have such different views on it, and I think all of us have come from so many different sides.
Yeah.
Of it, and it's also nice to hear different.
Yeah, it's all different. I mean, everyone wants to tell stories, though, because the world is a bit shit sometimes, and we're all going to die, and it's hard, and we need stories, you know, to help us through it and to make things relatable.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Hello again. Hello.
And first of all, I want to say that I thought you were the perfect casting for Tonks.
Thank you.
And
I always get a bit shy when people say that.
Yeah, sweet.
obviously, you've worked with two writers who were both involved in the creation of these two franchises. And I just wanted to ask what's it like working with the creator of this world?
You don't really work with them. Like you, I mean, I met J.K. Rowling once at a party and told her she looked amazing because she did. She wore an awesome dress that day. And George R. R. Martin, I've been drunk with in LA, but I haven't. You don't actually meet them. Do you know they're not on set? You know they kind of they give their baby to the producer and say, okay, I trust you with it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
This is the last question.
Oh, hello, last question. Hello. Hello again.
Yeah, I'm Anna from Lower Austria, and my question is, I don't know if you remember all of some spells, but which one would you choose if you had one spell to choose you could use every time, everywhere, when you want to?
Oh, that sounds a little naughty.
I don't know. There's so many naughty spells I could pick. I don't know. Just make people spontaneously dance and play music. It'd be great. Like everyone to just spontaneously be a brass section. Do you know what I mean? Like, done. Music everywhere. A bit like a musical, you know, where everyone just immediately goes into song. It's like, life is a music. Thank you. Let's do that. Thank you.
Natalia?
Thank you for bothering to listen to me for
Thank
this
you.
long. I don't know why you have, but thank you. Have a good rest of the con, guys. Thank you. And sorry.
Thank you so much, Natalia. It was really nice.
Thank you
meeting
for asking all those
Pleasure.
questions as well.
And thank you, Vienna.
Bye, guys.
Enjoy the convention. Autograph. Let's go for an autograph holiday. And please enjoy yourselves. And we got to clear the room because next show coming in. Thank you. Schönen Tag. Whoops.